Now, I've also been following all of this advice herein that I'm giving you. I've been following it for like 10 or 20 years, you know? And it all started when my mom was cutting my hair once. I was like 22, 23, 24. And my mom goes, "Oh, look, son, you're balding." And I'm like, "Okay, that's it. Mom, you're fired. And I'm going to research this until I exhaust all avenues." And so I tried numerous products, numerous shampoos, numerous this, numerous that. And then it wasn't until I started cleaning up my diet and introducing better, more holistic type organic shampoos, less chemicals, and massaging my scalp, which generates stimulation of the blood flow, which carries the nutrients. And then that other scalp cleansing product, doing the combination, whoa, my hair started to like be real nice. Yeah. I remember one day I was with a friend and I told her, "Look, I have bangs." And she's like, "You have bangs?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I thought that was kind of cool. Guys with, bangs, that doesn't really happen because we usually cut our hair so short. And that's why, we don't think about having bangs. But models do, male models, they do. They wear their hair long up front, in the back, and on the sides. But you know what I'm saying. So anyhow, how can you prevent hair loss? Well, number one, you can add biotin and B complex vitamins to your diet. You can take these vitamins in liquid form, gel, or tablet, or capsule. So we're talking about biotin, mainly biotin. I take 4 chewable tablets, no taste, 4 chewable tablets, 10,000 milligrams each of the biotin. I chew them in my mouth, they dissolve, they go into my blood system immediately. And then I wash with some water, and then I go brush my teeth because I don't want any of that stuff, that chewed tablet residue on my teeth. No, that's not good. But it goes into the system, and then about a day later, feel my hair saying, "Thank you for that fertilizing." It's like a plant. So add biotin to your nutrient consumption. And the kind that I take is in the description box, so check that out. Number 2, avoid costly surgeries and risky operations at all costs. I'm only going to suggest that you go do research on this. Hair transplant surgery complaints, hair transplant surgery refunds, hair transplant surgery reviews, and go and read what the thousands of people before you have experienced negatively with these costly surgeries. And what's more, you're not addressing the true problem, the real symptom, which is nutrition, blood circulation, cleansing of the intestines, which I'm going to get into. It's like a Band-Aid. It only covers the surface, no pun there, the top of your head. It doesn't work on the interior. And then what are those transplants? They're like thin, tiny rugs. They're nothing. I want a full head of hair. I want voluptuous, flowing, wavy, thick hair. That's what I want. And I go after it. I'm not going to settle for a mat. Okay, that's enough on that. Number 3, clean your comb and your brush of dead hairs weekly. This is true. Look at your comb or your brush. Do you see like all that hair, that dead hair? Get rid of it. You got to pull it out. Maybe use your comb with the brush and then use the comb to pull it out. And then I actually, very quickly, I wash the brush in hot water to get all that other, it's all disgusting stuff. It's just bad. It came out of your hair. It's not supposed to go back. So wash it. And when you start brushing your hair with a clean brush weekly, you're going to feel a big difference. Very cool. Number 4, consume fresh foods, fruits and vegetables. I love pasta, but I have pasta like once every 2 weeks. Breads, I probably have like 5 slices a month. What else? Carbs. No, I don't. It's salads, it's fresh fruits, vegetables, rice, just a little bit. Beans, sweet potatoes. That's it. It's a pretty healthy meal, diet that I maintain. Even my friends, like from across the board, all ages, they all say, "Bart, you do have a really good diet. You eat very well." And it's because I want the results of everything, internally, externally, hair, body, strength, energy. Number 5, cleanse your intestinal tract with a colon cleansing formula powder that you can absorb, and it goes into your intestines. It's like a scrub brush. It cleans your intestines. The walls get packed with all that food over the years, and the intestines can't absorb the nutrients. The food just goes right through and it goes right out. Very little nutrients are absorbed and put into the body. So you have to twice a month. If you want to do it weekly, that's okay, but don't do it daily. That's insane. I might do it 3 days in a row. That's like a 3-day cleanse. And this powder, which I also have the link in the description box, this powder goes in, and I like the powder versus the pill. The powder, when you take in the powder, yes, it tastes bad. It tastes like, what is this, But once it's inside you, it's starting to work. Whereas the pill, like a pill for cleansing, you take the pill, you don't feel anything, it didn't taste bad, and then guess what? In about 10, 20 minutes, maybe an hour, maybe 3, 4, 5 hours, instantly, that thing opens up in your body, starts to work, but it works so fast because it's all right there. And before you know it, you got to go to the bathroom like now. Versus I just take the powder in the liquid form. I put the powder in water and drink it. Put a little orange juice in there, something, kill the taste. And then it starts working. It's a part of your body from the first second that it enters the body. It's really great. So a colon cleansing powder or formula of some kind to clean the intestines. And you've got to do that for if you've never done it before, you need to do it for a consistent, 3 to 6 months. I would just say 3 to 6 months, only because, hey, who knows what you got down there? And as they say, the average person, males mostly that I'm speaking to here, they have between 5 and 25 pounds of undigested foods in the intestinal tract stuck in there. Remember, that's like a 25-foot long thing. What is it, 40 feet? I don't know. It's long. The point is, you got to clean that out so you can absorb nutrients when you eat good foods. Number 6, cut your hair often. Trim those split ends. Hair that's unkept is not healthy hair. Look at grass. When you cut that grass, it looks good and it grows back fast. And all you're doing is trimming the dead ends. It's like on a plant. You look at your plant, your house plant. I'm going to trim these ends here because I don't want those dead ends poisoning, not that they poison, but, not doing good for the rest of the healthy part of the plant. So cut your hair often, even if it's just a tiny trim. I do that myself. Well, I actually do it myself. Scissors and one of those electric clippers, Flowbee. So it's important to keep your hair trim and keep it nice and clean. Number 7, don't always blow dry your hair. Gently towel dry your hair more often. I used to blow dry my hair. I don't anymore. And probably because of that reason. Because when you blow dry it, you got all this heat on your hair. And it's just drying it. And there's nutrients in there that live in that absorption, sort of moist environment when your hair is damp. And by letting your hair dry naturally, it's good for your hair. Remember we talked about abusing your hair, over chemicalizing it, pulling it, yanking it. Well, blow drying it can also abuse your hair. Number 8, don't use someone else's brush. Use your own. Who knows what kind of hairy, creepy crawlies run around in there. So only use your brush and try not to use anybody else's brush. Number 9, follow up your shampooing with a conditioner, always after shampooing. And while you're at it, you might use, again, shampoo and conditioner on your body hair too. That goes for your armpits, your chest hair, and, wherever else. But the point is that conditioner is very, very vital for giving your hair some extra boost in nutrients and health care. And I know for myself, in fact, back in the day, many years ago, there was a gorgeous shampoo I used and an amazing conditioner I used. I don't think the brand is available anymore. They discontinued it. Darn it. But I'll tell you something. I got so many compliments on my hair at the time. And for those, mostly females, who I let touch my hair, or even, hairstylists, when they would cut my hair, they would touch my hair. And they go, man, your hair is so soft. And I'm like, well, thank you. No, I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. Seriously, they would say that your hair is so soft. I mean, for people to come out of the blue and just say stuff like that, that is recognition and proof that whatever I'm doing is working. Okay? So, conditioner, and there is a link to the conditioner that I use in the description box, so check that out. Conditioner. Always follow up with a conditioner after you shampoo. And another little tip, during the conditioning part of your hair, when you're doing that in the shower, that's when I shave. I'll shave during the time the conditioner is working because it's the last thing, and then you've been in the shower for 5 or 10 minutes and your facial skin has gotten so, pores are open, and it's so awesome to shave at that time. So it's perfect. Throw the conditioner in, throw the shaving cream on, shave away, rinse your face and your hair, and you're done. You're out of the shower. Awesome. Number 10, keep away from, pool chlorine per se, or other harmful chemicals that might break down the hair follicle. Don't go swimming in a bucket of paint. I'm kidding to make my point. And that's just it. Chemicals, chlorine. I've actually been swimming a lot lately in the pool where I live, the complex pool. And what's unique about it is that the landlord chose not to use chlorine. I think he's using something else that's a little more natural. And I'll tell you something, every time I go in that pool, it feels natural, good water, not chlorine, not highly chlorinated. And then when I get out and I go home and I hit the shower, my hair doesn't feel like it's been attacked by chemicals like chlorine would do, especially swimming as much as I am right now. So keep that in mind. Anything, whenever you come in close contact with anything like chlorine and such, just keep that in mind. And if you get out of the pool that is heavily chlorinated, if there's a shower nearby or a hose that stuff out real fast. Okay, that's kind of cool. All right, good tip there. Number 11, gently massage the scalp and hair 3 times a day if you can, morning, noon, and night. You're in bed waking up, scratch your head, massage your scalp. You're laying there. What are you doing? You still don't want to get out of bed. I know that's my program. So I'll just scratch my head, kind of stimulate the scalp, especially in the morning. And also because you've slept that night, a lot of the blood has leveled out throughout the body. So you got a good amount of blood that's towards the scalp because you have been, horizontal. And then take a break, before, after lunch, scratch your head, stimulate the scalp. If you have a massaging hairbrush, which is something I have, I'll take that because maybe I'm brushing my teeth or I'm brushing my hair in the bathroom, and I'll grab that massaging hairbrush and I'll actually just stimulate the scalp. That feels really great. And then, of course, at night before you go to bed, spend 5 minutes just brushing your hair. Women do that. What is it, like 100 strokes or whatever they do, to stimulate that hair growth and that scalp, and just good stuff. Stimulating your scalp, brush your hair before you go to bed, and any other time you feel like it. Gently massage and scalp the hair to generate blood flow and stimulation so we can bring nutrients to the scalp. And number 12, remember your hair never fell out overnight. It won't grow back overnight either. I came across that statement one time, a long time ago, and it always stuck in my head. And that's what kind of relieves me of stress or anxiety about, hurry, is it growing? Is it growing? Come on, hurry up, let's go. Okay, hold on a second. It didn't fall out overnight. It won't grow back overnight. But I'll tell you what, though. And I don't know the status of your hair right now. If I saw it, I could probably give a little unprofessional assessment. I mean, I'm not a doctor in this stuff, but I tell you what, I know a lot of stuff. And what I hear out there on YouTube, podcasts, articles, on TV, the radio, all these ads, I tell you something. I see BS all the time. I see it. I hear it. Have you noticed something about these hair laws, hair care, prevention audios I've been sharing with you, all these tips? Do you notice I haven't once gone into anything that had anything to do with the body and certain chemicals that are released, and this chemical with these 3 letters and this off the, what's that chemistry chart of something? I did not take chemistry. I knew I was not going to use it. I didn't want to go there. And I forgot what they call it, but you know what I'm talking about, the elements or something like that. The point is, I've never brought that up. I tried keeping this so generically organic, simple to understand, simple to implement. You don't need to be a chemist or a scientist or a doctor to understand how we experience hair loss, how you can prevent hair loss, and how you can grow your hair naturally as best you can. All right, let's proceed to the next audio program in the series of hair care, hair loss, and hair growth. You're doing great. I've got much hope for you, and I would love to hear how some of these tips affect you positively. Just comment in the comment section below. I'd love to read what you have to say, and I'll comment right back.